Hi everyone, greetings from King's College of Engineering. Myself K. Arun, Assistant Professor in Department of Civil Engineering. In this video, we are going to see how we can analyze a propped cantilever beam. Generally, a beam fixed at one end and free at other end is called as a cantilever beam. If a prop is supported on the free end, then it is called as a propped cantilever beam. The beam can have various loading types like point load, UDL, or even UVL. L is the entire length of the beam, and we can see the spacing of loadings in this diagram. If the point load is spaced eccentrically, then A is the distance between the load from the fixed end. Whenever a load is applied in a beam, the beam tends to deflect. Here in a propped cantilever beam, we are having two types of deflection. One is a downward deflection and another one is a upward deflection. The deflection acquired due to the application of load. For example, if it is a point load, then we have a formula WA square by 6A into 3L minus A. Similarly, if the reflection is due to UDL, then the formula will be WL power 4 by 8EI. The upward deflection due to prop reaction is PL cube divided by 3EI. So now we are going to solve a problem. Draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for the propped cantilever beam shown in the figure. So this is the problem they have given. We can see the total length of the span is 5 meter. The UDL is acting throughout the beam. It is intensity is 20 kilonewton per meter, and we have a point load of 100 kilonewton acting at a distance of 2 meter from the free end. So now we are going to analyze this propped cantilever beam. The solution, first step is let P be the reaction at the rigid prop. So we need to calculate the downward deflections first. First I am considering the UDL. So we have seen the formula WL power 4 by 8 EI. In this problem, we have W as 20 kilonewton per meter and length of the beam is 5 meter. So I am substituting the value of W and L in the above formula. On solving, I am getting Y1, which is the downward deflection, as 1562.50 divided by EA. Next one is I am going to calculate the downward deflection due to point load. So the formula is WA square by 6EA into 3L minus A. So here W is 100 kilonewton, A is 3 meter and L is 5 meter. So I am substituting the value of W, A and L in the above formula. So W is 100 into A is 3, so 3 square. Again L is 5, so 3 into 5 minus 3 divided by 6EA. On solving this, I am getting the value of downward deflection as YT equal to 1800 divided by EA. Here we have to note one thing. In this problem, they have not given any values for Young's modulus and moment of inertia. So I am keeping it as a constant. So this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. In the next step, I am going to calculate the total deflection. So the total downward deflection will be equal to the Y1 plus Y2. So I am adding both the values 1562.50 divided by EI plus 1800 divided by EA. So I am getting the total downward deflection as 3362.50 divided by EA. The next step, I am going to calculate the upward deflection due to the prop. So PL cube by 3EA. Here L is 5 meter, the entire length of the beam, that is L equal to 5 meter. So I am substituting the value of L here, and then the upward deflection YP will be equal to 125P divided by 3EA. Generally in a beam, upward deflection will be equal to downward deflection. Like upward forces will be equal to downward forces. For a deflection also, the upward deflection will be equal to downward deflection. So I am equating the two values here. 125P divided by 3EA is equal to 3362.50 divided by EA. On solving this, I will be getting the value of the prop P. So P equal to 80.7 kilonewton. So now I am going to calculate the shear force. So this is the question problem. So I have written the value of P here, 80.7. So shear force at the point C, since it is right upwards, I am taking it as negative. So it is minus P, which is equal to minus 80.7 kilonewton. Next, shear force at B is to be calculated. So I am starting here. So B is located at a distance of 2 meter and UDL is acting. So 20 into 2 minus 40.7 kilonewton. But in the point B, I am having another point load. So I am going to add that also. So minus 80.7 plus 20 into 2. Since B is located at a distance of 2 meter from C, I am taking as 2 meter plus I am adding the point load 100. So which equals to 59.3 kilonewton. Next, shear force on A is to be calculated. So at the point B, I am having 59.3 kilonewton. So balance there is 3 meter. So 20 kilonewton per meter multiplied by 3, which gives the value of the shear force at A. Next, bending moment is to be calculated. Again, I am giving the diagram for easy understanding. So moment at C is to be calculated. Since C is free end, the moment at C is equal to 0. So we should not forget that bending moment at free end is 0. Hence bending moment at C is equal to 0. Next, bending moment at B is to be calculated. So prop reaction into distance. So 80.7 into 2 meter. Upward reaction is calculated as positive and downward is taken as negative for calculating the bending moment. We are having a UDL. So 20 into the distance between C and B is 2 meter. So for calculating moment due to UDL load, we have to use the formula W into L by 2. So 20 into length is 2 meter into L by 2 is 2 by 2. Hence it equals to 121.4 kilonewton meter. Next, I am going to calculate the bending moment at A. So prompt reaction into from C, A is located at a distance of 5 meter. So 80.7 into 5. Minus UDL is acting throughout the beam. So 20 into length of the beam is 5 meter into L by 2, 5 by 2. Also I am having a point load here. So point load is located at a distance of 3 meter. So minus 100 into 3. That is for point load the formula is W into L. So W is 100 here and L is 3 meter. So minus W into 3 is equal to minus 146.5 kilonewton meter. Here we have to note one thing. The bending moment changes its sign from positive to negative. So we all know that the point where the bending moment changes its sign from positive to negative is called as a contraflexure, point of contraflexure. So we need to calculate the distance at, from the free end where we can locate the point of contraflexure. So this is the question. So I am considering a section XX at a distance x from the free end C. So I am considering moment at x will be equal to 0 since this is an assumption. I am considering the section XX. And then the moment at a section x is equal to 0. So prop reaction into distance x minus 100 into distance is x minus 2 and we are having a UDL. So 20 into distance is x into x by 2 equal to 0. On solving this, I am getting a second degree linear equation in the format of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, so we have to solve this equation to get the value of x. So x is 3.61 meter from C. We should not forget that from the free end it is located at a distance of 3.61 meter. So the last step is to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So this is a question. So I am drawing the baselines and then shear force diagram. So prompt reaction is 80.7. So I am drawing a straight line. Since we are having the UDL throughout the beam, the shear force line should be drawn inclined manner. So 80.7, shear force at B is 40.7 and then again at the addition of point load we are having another one shear force at B. It is positive, so I am drawing upwards 59.3. Shear force at A is 119.3. Okay, after that I am marking the positive forces and negative forces here. So this is shear force diagram. Next I am going to draw the bending moment diagram. So first baseline. So bending moment at C is 0 and bending moment at B is calculated like 121.4 and then bending moment at A. So it is 146.5. So I am marking the positive and negative moments. And this is the bending moment diagram for the given propped cantilever beam. So thus we have analyzed the propped cantilever beam and we have calculated the deflections both downward and upward and then we have drawn the shear force and bending moment diagrams. So for more educational videos, subscribe our YouTube channel, King's College of Engineering, Nalkulam. Stay tuned. Thank you all.